trying out a couple of games on itch.io right now. Today is a very eerie looking game called, I believe it's called Bus Stop Simulator. Those flies are kind of creeping me out. This feels like a nightmare. Okay. Pretty normal so far. Two minutes left. Well, this got creepy. I do not trust this guy in the slightest. Where is that bus? Where is the bus? I would like to get away from this person as quick as possible. This is giving me serious anxiety, and I've never had anxiety before, as far as I know, except for when playing games like this. Oh, it's an endings-based game, is it? What if I walk down the path? Why have to turn my volume down, though? I don't want to get spooked. Okay, you can't turn the volume down. What if I walk over here to this other side? There's still nothing. Can you get hit by the bus? Can I just walk to my destination? Nope. What if I block this guy's path? make sure the game progresses. I'm not sure if there'll be a stalemate if he doesn't actually, or a soft lock if he doesn't read the sign or something. I didn't read the instructions that thoroughly. I think I just walk around and like left click on things. Don't talk to strangers. But I'm about as tall as this guy, so like the character can't be that like a child or something. At the same time, this game has given me all sorts of the freaks. You know what? I should have expected that. And what if I wait for the bus to leave without me? Okay, now the flies make more sense now that I think about it. Also, I probably shouldn't be this close to my microphone, so I'm just gonna back up now. 3 minutes left till the bus arrives, which means about 1 minute until the, I'm gonna assume, mother, based on that previous ending, appears. So we have ending 1 and ending 2. Now we need ending 3. I wonder if I can get hit by the bus, though, in the game. Maybe that's a secret ending or something. As I briefly saw in the reviews of the game that there's a secret ending. I'll just try and wait for the bus to leave without me though instead. First, just in case I don't accidentally get the secret ending before I get any of the other endings that are all of the other endings I already got. Like 1 through 2 out of the 3. Still 2 minutes. Honestly, wasn't for the bigger of this, like, PlayStation 1 graphics character. Reminds me a lot of a character, we'll say, in a weird dream I had. Like everything from the hair to the attire. And his dialogue in the other ending does not make it any better. I rather love like horror movies and stuff, so I'm gonna have to like recommend this to him, even though he doesn't really play games on computer or anything. Maybe one day he'll have a computer to play on. Alright, now we wait for the bus to leave. Alright, what happens now the bus is left? Oh, that was the last bus. So we're just stranded. Oh.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
That definitely was about what I expected. Now, looking for a secret ending, we will stand in the middle of this here creepily dark little road. Probably one of the dumbest things I've done in a game. the game uses real time, like if it actually takes that many minutes, because it don't feel like it. The bus should be here any minute now. Yes! Secret ending! I knew it. Never thought I'd be that happy about getting ran over by a bus in a game. So I literally just recorded probably solid 15 minutes of this second game and realized I had somehow turned off the capture for the screen. So I'm gonna re-record it, and this is wildly different from the previous 4 generations of the backrooms. Yeah, this is the backrooms generator. I'm not gonna try and butcher the full length name of the acronym. Though if this is recording the whole screen, you should be able to see it over to the side. Because the game runs in a completely square, windowed sort of dealio, I have to deal with it looking like this. Because the specific window capture thing works odd in my recording program. Which I use OBS to record, and use Streamlabs for streaming, which I'm pretty sure OBS can do streaming, but I had just seen a lot of tutorials for how to do stuff, and it was almost always Streamlabs, so I used Streamlabs for streaming, and of course it worked pretty well. I think I keep getting stopped when I'm walking through these doorways because it needs time to procedurally generate more of the back rooms. I'm definitely getting some weird vibes from this game. Not like the game being odd or anything, but just the weird visual aesthetics that it makes, and these weird banana looking chairs. Which I know they're just regular office chairs, they're yellow, but I like how it's like the yellow and the sort of brown. It's like a banana. Alright, let's regenerate and see if I can get to... Yeah, that's about what I was looking for. This feels more like a dang daycare sort of color scheme. I was hoping for the dark blue ceiling, gray floor, and almost blackened walls with this sort of dark, hazy fog that I got at the end of my failed recording. One of the nice things that these, just sitting down doing these recordings is it makes one video and it doesn't take, 4 hours to make. But I still firmly won't grasp the idea that I want to keep streaming. The only reason I stopped for so long here was because I had to get that Ethernet cable I have, and of course this microphone I got today. Because, I don't want to disconnect from everything every time I go to stream, and just generally, I don't want to disconnect all the time from everything. And two, I mean, this microphone sounds a lot better than my phone, that's for sure. Not sure how my voice sounds, considering I've been up for a long time. I fell off my schedule from being off of the streaming for so long, and I really need to get back on it because I plan on going back to the streams around the 22nd. I was trying to remember if the 22nd is on my days off usually or not, so I'll at least keep consistency. Banana chair. Now I've got the Ethernet cable. I won't have to worry about like a lot of disconnections caused more on like the multiplayer sort of games. So I won't have to mess around with what games are scheduled for what time now. That's another great thing. And for streams like Roblox and other stuff, I'll try and start doing more like planning what specific like games within the game I'm going to be playing ahead of time, rather than just like picking one random thing that was in the recommendations and maybe playing some more stuff that's sitting there in my favorites. Because, you know, I've like almost every other, if not pretty much every stream I've done of Roblox, I've ended up playing a bit of a police raid simulator. Ooh. There's a nice color scheme this place got going on here. Don't get me wrong, this is not a color scheme I go for like a house or anything, but like, I don't know. It'd be cool to see like a restaurant or somewhere with a color scheme like this, or even this darker color carpet over here. These chairs keep kind of creeping me out the way they're just in odd places thanks to procedural generation of the map. But this guy did a great job programming this. And also whoever made The Last Bus. Sorry for calling it Bus Stop Simulator. My brain was still on the whole everything's called simulator nowadays thing. Whoever made that did a really good job with the whole retro thing and just overall making a short horror experience. Alright, one more regeneration and then that'll be it. Ah, that hurts my eyes. Okay, how about, no, we'll do another one. Alright, this, what is the static doing? That messes with my eyes. This is definitely going to be one of them videos where I definitely keep the music out of it for ambience reasons. And totally not because I sometimes forget to put the background music in, like that one Fortnite video and one of the videos before that, probably one of the ps1 videos. I actually forgot to put the music in, and only realized after I'd gotten rid of the original footage, after uploading rendering and finishing the video, which I probably could have put music in then. Now think about it, but I already uploaded the video and I didn't feel like taking it down and putting a different one up and all that. I already gone through the hassle of the rendering once, and then YouTube rendering it, and I didn't want to sit through all that again. I had to get sleep. Honestly. And now I see why so many people end up eventually hiring editors. I mean, you should have figured you're gonna want to hire editors eventually. Considering, you gotta get more content out half the time. Once you're a big channel, but still, I knew that being your own editor would be hard, but seriously, I've been losing 2 to 3 hours of sleep whenever I edit the dang streams, due to how much time it takes for it to render. And just making sure I don't accidentally cut out something I wanted to keep in that was cool, or make sure I don't accidentally cut out something important, and of course making sure I don't leave in a bunch of boringness, or an area where I was walking around not talking a lot. I remember back when everyone was still on the whole trend of liminal spaces. Still sometimes watch videos about that because I like the sort of weird aesthetic that some liminal spaces have. Especially those videos are places you've seen in your dreams, because a couple of places look vaguely familiar, and other times it's not all that familiar. Heck, in one video I actually recognized an underground tunnel area. If I find the picture, I'll show it on the screen here. But I recognized it from a dream where I know this is gonna sound really ridiculous, but in the dream there was the Avengers, and I was running through a tunnel. I got separated from them. Yeah, the Red Skull and the rest of Hydra were pumping. Not gonna list the exact type, but they were pumping gas into the tunnel. Anyone who's familiar with the origin of Hydra and Marvel will know exactly what I mean. That's what I probably get for searching up stuff about the Second World War before going to sleep. Actually, I don't remember what I was doing before I went to sleep that day. Considering Avengers were there, it was probably more so likely that I was watching one of the Marvel movies. This stream was 2, maybe 3 years ago, mind you. more so a nightmare considering the whole thing about what happened in that tunnel. The weirdest nightmares. I remember at one point I had like a whole bunch of series of nightmares that had Siren Head in it, and I basically was not afraid of Siren Head. Like I liked the character design and everything, and I thought it was cool, but like I was not afraid of them at all. But then like at some point, a little while after learning about them and the rest of Trevor Henderson's creations, I started having like a whole bunch of nightmares with me, and like the sounds and everything, and it just scared the heck out of me. I was basically traumatized into being terrified of the sound of tornado sirens for a while. It got to the point where eventually, similar to how I used to have nightmares when I was a bit smaller of Slender Man, eventually, like, I even had nightmares about both of them because of all this. One time, eventually, when I was like so close to getting out of the whole nightmares of Siren Head, a nightmare, what were they after me? I was trying to hide. I kid you not, it blurts out that it knows that this is a nightmare, and that I know that I could never escape it. When I try and forget, the nightmares will return, and I cannot control what I dream of, essentially. Something along those lines. Like the part about, I know it's a dream, and you know that you can never escape it. It's like, it's pretty much word for word, and it was like the most terrifying experience ever. Like, there's nothing more terrifying than like those moments, like the few I've had, where the nightmares know they're nightmares, and they use it against you. And like, they know that they are created by your mind. Your mind is literally trying to haunt you. Like, when your brain does stuff like that, you gotta question your sanity a little. But as I believe it was Mark Twain, not his real name, that was his writing name, if you didn't know, but that's not important. I believe he was the one that said something along the lines of was it like, on brilliance there's a hint of madness or something like that? Not claiming to be brilliant or anything, but still. He also says something like, when we realize we are all mad, the mysteries of life fade away and all is revealed, or something like that. Dude has some interesting quotes about madness. Just a lot of interesting quotes in general. He was a smart man. There's a lot of fake quotes put online from, like where people quote him as saying something, but he never said it. It was really just them trying to push their own ideas. Junk like that happens too much. The internet, sometimes the internet's just both a blessing and a curse because of stuff like that. There's like both false information and like great stuff all mixed together in a one big bag of I don't know what I'm gonna get. It's one of the things where no matter where you hear something from, you always gotta take it with a grain of salt. Because misinformation lives in pretty much all things. And alright, I think that was enough for this game, so thank you all for watching. I have been the Raging Rodent Gaming, and to all the hammies and gentle mice that were watching, stay cheesy.